Okay, so I'm doing a reaction to top 10 goth idols. This should be good. I saw like a vibe.
It's time for you to break out the blood and black lace. Mojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 goth icons.
And it closes Satan, and it's clear to see he don't mind the raging fires in your chimney.
For this list, we're ranking the people and
that's
artists
Suzie,
that most closely
and the
resonate
Banshees.
with the gothic scenes of music, culture, and cinema. We're excluding fictional icons such
that
as
girl
Lydia
from
Dietz from
Beetlejuice, I
Tim
forgot
Burton's
the name.
Beetlejuice, however, as those characters deserve their own list. So that means real people only.
My whole life is a dark room.
Number 10, Peter Murphy. Lots of gothic rock icons have captured the emotions and imaginations of music fans across the globe. But the legacy of Peter Murphy and Bauhaus might have had the most commercial impact of them all. Indeed, Murphy's rich baritone vocals and striking physical appearance have resonated with both fans and other artists worldwide.
You know the way it leaves you dry. Country wild band takes you high.
With his unique style and flair, the godfather of goth has influenced bands from both the gothic rock genre and beyond.
She's got a daylight speed lights with those photographs too.
The world of goth
I
may
like
have
the,
its fair share of
black and
iconic
white,
frontmen and
video
performers, but there's only
usage.
one Peter Murphy.
Oh, you're so smiling. That's me all night long.
Number 9, Bela Lugosi.
Death
Oh, that,
hasn't the same significance for me as it has for you.
This
All
looks
hail this
familiar
blood-sucking,
with the Dracula.
trance-inducing, soul-seducing goth icon.
A most distinguished
Yep.
scientist whose
I've
name we
seen him in
know,
like
even in the wild
a
Transylvania.
book of
Hungary-born
the
actor
Vampire
Bela
History.
Lugosi played a multitude of characters over the course of his illustrious acting career.
I
But
know
it's his
him for
portrayal of Bram
Dracula.
Stoker's legendary Count Dracula that cemented his legacy as one of the
I never
founding
really
fathers
watched
of
the movie though, I
cinematic
just
horror.
read
I
the
am
book of it, the
Dracula.
original
It's
book.
difficult even now for many horror fans to describe any old-school vampire archetype without almost immediately going into an imitation of Lugosi's rich, distinct accent as Dracula, and with good reason.
Is
The
that
actor
Lucy
simply
biting?
disappeared
Because
into the
there
role.
was like a girl in the book called Lucy that
Wolfbane.
drinks from.
More effective than Wolfbane, Count. Indeed.
Number 8, Aleister Crowley. This England-born magician and occultist earned a reputation as the most wicked man in the world. Aleister Crowley was famed for pursuing occult study during the late 1800s into the early
thought
20th
there was
century
Gothic
and established the
icons.
religious philosophy known as
If,
the Lima.
yeah,
Crowley
Countess
also
is
joined the
about
ranks of other
something
magic circles, including the Ordo Templi Orientis and the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
I'm closer to the golden dawn. Immersed in
Oh
Crowley's
yeah, David Bowie from
uniform.
Labyrinth.
Calling himself
One of
the
my
Great
favorite
Beast,
movies.
Crowley, his character, and his works left an impact on rockers like David Bowie, Ozzy Osbourne, and Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page. Page would even go on to purchase Crowley's former home and featured the residents in the Zeppelin
So,
film The Song Remains the Same. Number 7, Cassandra
Yes, Elvira,
Peterson,
my
also
favorite.
known as Elvira,
I
Mistress
love
of the Dark.
Elvira. Try saying that one fast 10 times.
Cassandra Peterson serves as
hostess,
the brain and
show.
body behind the woman we know as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
On account of I never went out for sports. I went out with a few sports, but that's another story for
She
another
will be
time.
my favorite
Peterson
hobo
dabbled in all
hostess.
forms of showbiz before
And the
creating
movie
what
was really
ultimately
great.
became her career-defining role, a character that first took shape while she was a member of the Groundlings improv troupe.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most drop-dead
I
gorgeous
liked
one
that
of all?
For
she actually
Elvira,
wasn't
Peterson mixed a
the
wisecracking valley
Elvira. She
girl
actually,
attitude with sexy gothic
she was
chic,
just
a
looking for
combination
how
that was
to
tailor-made for her
do-
cult TV series
and then she ended up
Elvira's
being
Movie
Elvira.
Macabre.
Guess some girls just go for any old bloke with a sports car.
After that, Elvira's status as a gothic and horror icon was quickly cemented, and even led to a feature-length movie of her own in 1998.
The sooner I get in the saddle, the better.
Which rush hour?
Well, sorry, partner, but looks like it's gonna be you and your trusty old right hand.
Number 6, Suzie Suh.
Yep. Oh, band. Suzie and the Banshees. My favorite song was Spellbound.
Elvira might have brought gothic
Peekaboo.
beauty to the mainstream, but it was this gothic rock legend that started the fire.
Yep. This and Peekaboo were my
Suzie
two
Suh
favorite
fronted
songs
Suzie and the
from Hollow.
Banshees starting in the mid-70s, drawing immediate attention thanks in part not only to the band's dissonant, atmospheric sound, but also for Sue's striking visual appearance. Whether she was sporting severe makeup, wild hair, or simply calling out to fans with her impossibly captivating eyes, Suzie Suh's impact as a global icon of gothic fashion proved almost immediate, as she connected and resonated with fans as a figurehead of the movement. Not surprising, as she's been named one of Britain's most influential singers of the rock era. Number 5, Edgar Allan Poe. The Telltale
famous
Heart
poet.
and The Pit and the Pendulum are just two of the classic,
Also, The
morbidly
Raven
macabre
was,
stories
one
torn
of
from the
his
dark and
greatest
brilliant
poems
mind of author Edgar
of them
Allan
all.
Poe, serving as some of the most important slices of gothic horror fiction put to paper. And of course, we can't forget to mention The Raven.
Yep.
What were you?
Never mind. Come on, let's go.
Romantic, tragic, and melancholic, the works of Poe have gone on to heavily influence many aspects of goth culture, from their mannerisms to their preoccupation with the darker sides of life. Although Poe himself possessed a troubled
love the
soul,
darker
the
side
themes
of
and
life.
ideas behind his work continue to inspire artists from music, literature, and film, and have ensured that Edgar Allan Poe's spirit will live on forever.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
Number 4, Alice Cooper.
I didn't even know he was, yeah, I know this song, it was my favorite. I didn't even know he was into
Ozzy
the
Osbourne
gothic
may lurk in the darkness,
subculture.
but there's only one godfather of shock rock, and his name is Alice Cooper.
I never really guessed he was, in the subculture.
No one has mastered the art of making macabre theatrical hard rock, quite like the man once known as Vincent Furnier, thanks to his vicious yet charismatic stage persona, Alice.
And you know, I never cry.
Once just the vocalist in the band Alice Cooper, before he literally took the name as his own, Cooper grew from playing hard-edged, psychedelic rock to creating full-blown rock operas with stage shows that incorporated bloody, visceral theatrics, including hangings, a guillotine, and even a giant Frankenstein's monster. It's this commitment to scaring and shocking us that's earned Alice Cooper an unchallenged icon status. Number 3, Marilyn Manson.
Not a big fan of his music.
There are few rock musicians out there that can be the visual focal point of attention, no matter where they are. But Marilyn Manson is one of those few.
Music icon, really, like, kind of just, which is my favorite.
Born Brian Hugh Warner in Canton, Ohio, Manson grew up idolizing shock rockers like Alice Cooper before he eventually moved on to influence others with his confrontational yet theatrical combination of gothic visual atmosphere, industrial menace, and riff-heavy metal. His extremely intelligent personality and unique lyrics set him up as Manson a one-of-a-kind entity all its own. Number 2, Tim Burton.
I was feeling
Yeah, the
very
movies I like
crazy,
to
a very
watch.
floaty or
Corpses
whatever.
Bride,
And when I started wearing striped socks, I just
Nightmare Before
felt
Christmas,
calmer and more
Coraline,
grounded, and so I don't really
Beetlejuice.
know what else to say about that one.
If one
There
were
was a
to
bunch of
distill
those.
classic goth extravagance into just one style of cinema, it's
never
very
seen,
likely the director Tim
Sizzle
Burton might be
Hands
at the
yet.
top of a very short list of options.
That was
So
one I
easy to
never really
commit
got to
embarrassing
see
blunders.
yet. I should
But
probably
etiquette
watch
tells
it.
us just what is expected of us and guards us from all humiliation and discomfort.
There's just something immediate,
Yep,
opulent,
Beetlejuice.
and kind of off about Burton's rich artistic vision. The filmmaker has carved a career out of imagining incredibly detailed worlds and characters and bringing them to life, while at the same time endearing
Before
himself to
Christmas.
millions of movie fans in the process.
My friend, my clever friend.
Burton, together with his frequent collaborators Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, have a style all their own, often imitated, never duplicated, and very, very cool.
You know, the sort of mad scientist. I always wanted to be a mad scientist. So, you know, all those kind of things made it easy to identify with those kind of movies.
Before we unveil our top goth icon, here are a few morbidly honorable
I
mentions.
did not think Amy Lee was,
This pain is just too real.
there's a one costume she was, well, outfit she was wearing.
Takes a dollar read, each dollar.
Which males for Division.
Number 1,
Vecchio.
Robert Smith.
Those are really young Vecchio.
What can we say about this undeniable figurehead of the Gothic rock scene? Although much has been said about how Robert Smith has influenced nearly every facet of Gothic rock with his visual flair and tormented vocal style, go back and listen to such killers as The Cure's A Forest, or 100
good
Years,
music in
and
this.
you'll hear dark yet incredibly inventive guitar playing. Meanwhile, Smith's commercial appeal as an incredibly talented songwriter and arranger has been equally well documented on such hits as Lullaby,
Is he kind of inspired?
Love Song,
You make me feel like I am home again.
and Pictures of You, which have made this goth icon a man of both style and skill.
So long, these pictures of you never hold on to your heart.
Do you agree with our list? Which goth
Yes,
icons deserve to be
I
recognized
guess.
for their contributions?
It will have a lot of things in it that I would still use it on a completely personal project.
For more fabulous top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Suzie
Come back in about an
Banshee,
hour and a
I
half,
found
okay? Whoever you are.
That was a good video. Okay, Ovo. I would never have guessed that Alice Cooper was considered a goth band. I listened to it a lot, but I never would consider it. I never would have noticed that Amy Lee was considered goth at B though. Wait a minute. I think they forgot some things though. Like they forgot I'm not sure what just TV shows, but it was made into a movie. They had Interview with a Vampire on there. I'm trying to think of some others they could have forgot. They mentioned Dracula and Edgar Allan Poe. They didn't really mention Interview with a Vampire. Oh, The Craft. The movie itself did have like some influence. I'm trying to think of let's see, Interview with a Vampire, The Craft. I'm pretty sure they got all of them. But the best one to have in, well, one of the things they could add in was the movie or book Interview with a Vampire, because both are good. And then I guess, so I guess that is for this video. If you like it, then leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.